Hello, I'm Reverend Sarah Skachko, and this is Things Unitarian Universalists Should Know. Today, I'm joined by Reverend Casey Slack.
I'm Reverend Casey Slack. My pronouns are they, them, and theirs. I am currently serving as the minister of the Unitarian Universalist Church of the Verdugo Hills, which is just outside of Los Angeles. I also am a sex educator with the organization More Than Sex Ed, teaching inclusive, comprehensive sex education around Los Angeles. I'm also on the board of Infleshed, which works to provide resources and nourishment for LGBT spirituality. I am the co-chair of the LA Queer Interfaith Clergy Council, and I do probably some other stuff that I'm forgetting about right now.
Reverend Casey, what's one thing you wish Unitarian Universalists knew?
Just because it's pretty doesn't mean I didn't think about it. And the other way around is just because we've thought about it doesn't mean it can't be pretty. We get this really aesthetic sort of sense that if you have thought hard about something, then the thing is going to be plain and it's going to be maybe beige, maybe, like non-structured fabrics and flowy beige stuff. And maybe you love flowy beige stuff. I don't. The most authentic thing for me is to be brightly colored and patterned and in weird shapes. And it doesn't mean that that thought wasn't deep or meaningful or attached to a lot of theorizing. In our worship spaces, we can sometimes tend towards the sparse and we can back away from some of the more body involved forms of artistry that can be really, really spiritually deepening. We get really involved in thinking with our heads, and we let go of things like dance, which is a beautiful way of being in your body and connecting. We tend to want our theology to make sense rather than to be beautiful. And being beautiful is a kind of making sense. I think a lot about abstract impressionism, which is my favorite sort of genre of painting and physical art. And I think about how people will look at it and be like, oh, well, anybody could do that. And that's actually not a flaw. You don't have to be able to draw something. Can you communicate something that is maybe even more real than realism? One of the practical lessons is to really dig into what direct experience means as a source of faith, what it means not only to take from the thoughts you have about the experiences you have, but the feelings you have. We sort of, especially in Sunday morning services, we really like to have a thought experience together. And that's great. I would love us to continue thinking. But I wonder what it would be like if we spent more time feeling together and then maybe later talking about the feelings we had and sort of playing between those. In all of my thinking about it, I think we're afraid of mystery. And I think we're afraid of our bodies. I can know for certain that I'm probably going to die someday. That's about it. And that's terrifying, right? That's horrible. But what if the point of religion was to let you let go of your need to know things? What if we could give up being so damn clever all the time and just be inside something? And what if we let our spaces be not blank slates, but full?
So I swear I had a religious experience at a techno concert once. I sometimes wish we could have Techno Church.
I would love that. I'm so into that. There are so many forms of expression that we just we've decided, and it's really strange to me that we've decided that some things are profane, and those things are things that don't have words, things that feel too joyous, too much like partying. And I don't think we actually believe this. I think we just kind of sucked some stuff up along the way.
Yes.
It's our tendency to not use any music made after 1970 in worship. Folk music isn't any more holy than hip hop is, and music with lyrics isn't any more holy than we love classical music, so why not techno without any lyrics? There's a lack of thinking about the signals sent by our aesthetic preferences, not just on an inclusion front, but definitely on an inclusion front, but on a theological front. And what does it mean to say that we're drawing from direct experience and the words and deeds of prophetic people when we're not actually opening ourselves up to all of the ways that those experiences happen and all of the ways that those words and deeds come out.
I'm so tired of hearing this call for more contemporary music in worship and then it being followed up by suggestion like, how about the Beatles? I don't even know how many of them are still alive.
One of them, maybe, I don't know. But we get this like idea that we have to be already familiar with stuff and it has to look like what we think stuff that goes in church looks like. And I think that closes us off to a lot of really important stuff. I just wish we would let ourselves be as weird as we are. And I can see where there's like an arc of people becoming UUs because they still had to go to church, but they couldn't handle going to church like that. So like, it's like they're playing church. But I'm not doing that.
Well, Reverend Casey, thank you so much for coming on TUUSK. It's been an honor to have you here.
Thank you, Reverend Sarah.
All right, everyone, take care.